was sure to slip up at some point. I'd be watching him. But one day, I was spying on him at the gym, and after seeing him miss the 100th basket, I got really bored. I decided to skip the rest of school that day to get a manicure. As I was walking to my car, a van suddenly stopped next to me. "Good day, child. Would you please buy some apples from me? I run an orphanage, and I'd like to get some toys for the children." "Sure thing. Just give me a basket and I'll give you 100,000 bucks. I was about to take the basket from her when Slater suddenly popped out of nowhere and crashed into me. "Hey, you. Who do you work for? Show me your ID." The poor lady looked terrified and just drove away. What the heck was that? Didn't your parents ever tell you not to take candy from strangers? What if she was trying to poison you? Dude, those are apples, not candy. And who am I? Snow White? And that cute granny is trying to poison me because I'm the fairest girl in all the land. This isn't funny. You don't know how dangerous some situations can be. Oh, please. I swam with sharks last year and jumped off a hot air balloon when it malfunctioned. I'd laugh in the face of danger. And that lady just wasn't dangerous. I know you're from the village and probably think everyone in the city's evil, but please stop being a weirdo. But Slater just got weirder. Like another time, the three of us were at a restaurant, and as soon as the waiter served our order, he started sniffing mine. If you wanted me to completely lose my appetite, you succeeded. What's wrong with you? He also started sniffing his food and Carmen's. That's how we do it in the village. The first whiff of food tells you everything you need to know. About what exactly? About how organically the food was grown, if the farmer sang to his crops and cows. I ordered a giant brownie sundae with whipped cream and sprinkles. Are you insane? Just give me that. Just then, there was a loud crashing sound next to us, and Slater jumped towards me and brought me down to the floor, covering me like a human shield. He was looking down at me, and I was a little breathless. And then I saw everyone else staring at us like we were mental. Apparently, a waiter had just dropped a tray full of glasses. Oh, my bad. I thought it was a gunshot and maybe some robbers had come in. I just acted on instinct. Wait, let me get this straight. So you thought it was a dangerous situation and your first instinct was to save Bianca? Hello, what about me? Your own flesh and blood? Slater muttered some apologies while Carmen kept scolding him. Even if he was crazy, it was really sweet how he tried to protect me. One weekend, Carmen told me that the cheer captain was throwing a party, just for the cheerleaders and all the boys. I felt curious to see how Slater would act at parties with other girls, so I dashed over to the venue and spied from the bushes. But I couldn't spot him anywhere. I knew how girls looked at him. He was probably surrounded by the cheerleaders. Well, what did I care? I took this opportunity to practice my amazing singing. I can buy myself flowers, write my name in the sand, to myself for hours, say things you don't understand. Suddenly, I heard a sound right behind me. Slater, what are you doing here? Same question for you. I came here to sing flowers, because, there are flowers here, duh. What about you? It's too loud inside, and everyone was acting wild. It was scaring me. Just then, a huge bug came flying at our faces, and Slater tried to smack it away, but he ended up slapping me instead. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. My hand is so stupid. Bad hand. Gosh, Slater, why are you so freaking clumsy? I don't know, just born that way, but I get even clumsier around you, because attractive girls make me nervous, and you're the most beautiful I've ever seen. What do you mean? You know what I mean, Bianca. It suddenly hit me. He was attracted to me, and that could make things complicated. I had to avoid him from now on before Carmen could misinterpret things and unfriend me. But the very next day, I caught him in the janitor's closet with his butt stuck in a mop bucket. Jesus, what have you done this time? Can you just help me, please? I think I got a cramp. As I pulled him up, our lips accidentally touched, and my tummy fluttered. Just then, someone gasped from the door. Carmen, girl, it's not what you think. I followed her to an empty classroom and tried to explain. I swear, there's nothing romantic going on between us. He's too dumb and clumsy for me, and I'm certain he's a liar. Excuse me? That's my cousin you're insulting. And you say these things, but I feel like you're attracted to him. Just don't get attached to him, okay? He's not right for you. Of course, duh. I already knew that, but I was a bit bothered by what Carmen said. Why did she think he wasn't right for me? A few days later, I was practicing archery alone when suddenly an arrow came flying from somewhere and almost hit me. I turned around and saw someone behind a tree. I dashed over and found Slater, what are you doing here? Trying to kill me now? No, what? What just happened? You happened, Slater. You nearly sent an arrow straight into me. You're a hazard to society. Oh God, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize my arrow came your way. I mean, I didn't even know anyone was here. I would never hurt you, I swear. But let me make it up to you with an ice cream shake. Come on, let's go. I wasn't finding his act convincing. Why was he always around me? He was beginning to seem as obsessed with me as Travis. And what if he tried to hurt me on purpose with the arrow? By the way, are you free tonight? I want to talk to you about something. Just you and me, alone. Okay, sure, but we're alone right now. You can't tell me over ice cream shakes? What ice cream shakes? Oh, yeah, that. No, tonight's better. I'll send you the pin location. Driver, I'll get off here. Thanks. See you later, Bianca. And then he just jumped out of the car and walked away. This dude was so weird, but I was really curious about what he had to say. Later that night, I was surprised to learn where he was taking me. The rooftop of an old building. There was no elevator, so we had to climb 8 flights of stairs, and he was holding on to my shirt like a kid. Wait, what if he tried to push me down? Can you move away? I need some personal space. But what if I trip and fall down the stairs? You know how clumsy I get. Why would you invite me to a rooftop then, idiot? You'll see. When we finally reached the top, I was surprised to see a candlelit dinner. What's all this? Obviously a date. Were you expecting a crime scene? Didn't your cousin warn you about me? She did. But I just don't see why she's so against the idea of you being my girlfriend. You're beautiful and amazing. She was trying to protect you because I have a history of not being good with relationships. May I know why? And before I knew it, I just found myself opening up. Growing up, I saw how my dad broke my mom's heart and left her for another woman. Since then, Mom's not even the same person. She just buries herself in work. And Dad kind of broke my heart too. Leaving like that, I'm just afraid to let anyone come close. I know that you don't trust me, but I hope that someday you will, and I'll get to know you better. I feel like you're someone worth knowing. He looked at me earnestly and then started leaning in. I found myself closing my eyes, and when his lips touched mine, I felt something electric. Wait, that was a mistake, Slater. I care a lot about my friendship with Carmen. I can't. Okay, I understand. But later that night, all I could think about was Slater and that kiss. Maybe I could talk to Carmen and she'd come around. But I still couldn't shake off the idea that Slater was lying about himself. As luck would have it, Mom told me the next day that the artist was back in town, and he was displaying his work at a gallery that night. Well, Slater wasn't going to be the only one in disguise. I went dressed up as someone completely different, and I was thrilled to see him. He might have a different style, but I was certain it was Slater, and as I was walking past him, I accidentally tripped and fell forward, scraping his arm with my pen. I'm so sorry. I'm not very good with the walking. Clumsy, like you people say. Oh, it bleeds. It's fine, miss. I'm okay. Excuse me. I need to use the bathroom. And the next day at school, Slater was wearing a full-sleeved shirt, just like I'd expected. So I spilled my juice all over him. Oh my God, you're wet. You'll have to change your shirt. It's fine. It'll dry up. No, you'll get sick. I won't. I'm as strong as a cow. I tried a few more tricks, but he was able to avoid all of them. I guess I just had to do it by force. After our classes, I followed him outside school. Just as I was ready to jump on him from behind, he turned around and pinned me to the wall. Bianca, why were you trying to attack me? How did you know, Spider-Man? And all I wanted to do was this. I pulled up his sleeve, and sure enough, he had a long cut on his arm. Ha! So you're really that artist. I've exposed you, you big fat. Suddenly, there was a growl behind me. I turned to see 2 guys holding 2 rabid dogs and pointing at us. Bianca, just run. Slater grabbed my hand, and we ran like crazy from the dogs. After sprinting down several blocks, he pulled me into an old building, and we ran up the stairs. We climbed all the way to the rooftop, and we could hear those guys behind us. Okay, there's no other choice. We gotta jump. Excuse me? I must have heard you wrong. And what is going on? Questions later. And what's the matter? I thought you laughed in the face of danger. Haha. Now is not the time to be sarcastic. Just hold on to me and you'll be fine. Do you trust me? Of course I don't trust you. You're the clumsiest idiot I've ever met. Listen, Bianca, I'm not who you really think I am. I just need you to trust me right now, okay? I won't let anything happen to you. I promise. My instincts told me to trust him, and I did. And what happened next was the most thrilling thing ever. We went flying through the air, then landed straight in a garbage dump. jump. Ew, fish heads. Come on, this isn't over yet. I needed answers about why I was currently running a marathon with my BFF's mystery cousin around the city. Slater, why are these people after us? Listen, something happened. He didn't get to finish because the gangsters finally cornered us. Slater pushed me inside one of the diners as he started fighting them expertly. What were these kung fu ninja moves? He was so hot. Just then, one of the guys came up behind him with a metal chair. I looked around for anything I could throw at that scumbag before he could hurt Slater. Bullseye. That's my girl. Just then, a bunch of policemen arrived and surrounded the men, and Slater pulled out a badge. You're under arrest. Oh, what? He was a detective? As those jerks were being taken away, Slater finally told me everything, starting with how I unknowingly got involved with an international mafia gang. You walked in on them one night at the dance club and saw something you weren't supposed to see. You've been in danger since then. Oh, those guys. But I swear, I didn't even see anything. They couldn't be sure of that, so you've been their target since. I was already in town looking for this gang and posing as an undercover artist, but when we found out that they were looking for you, I joined your school to be closer. We also thought we could catch them using you. You mean using me as bait? I didn't mean use you like that. We just knew they'd come after you. So, that date on the rooftop, was that also a ploy to get the gang members there? Well, yeah, we had police hidden all over that building, but I think the gang realized it was a trap. Everything made sense now. He was just pretending to be interested all along so he could be around me for my protection and to catch the bad guys. I was just a mission for him. You saved my life. Thank you. I just did my job. I'm glad you're safe now. I gotta report to headquarters soon, so... Yeah, great job. Goodbye then. As I walked away, I suddenly felt sad and empty, and the next day at school, Slater was gone. I demanded more answers from Carmen. Slater really is my cousin. He became a detective at a young age, and he doesn't tell us much about his job. But after that restaurant incident where he was clearly protecting you, I asked him what was going on, and he said it was something related to you, but it was confidential. So that's why you didn't want us to get closer. Yes, because he was just here for his job, and he doesn't form attachments. I didn't want you to get hurt. I'm sorry. What for? I can see it in your eyes, Bianca. You're in love with him, but I don't think he can make you happy. Oh, please. I've told you, I'll never fall in love with anyone. If you say so. Over the next few days, I tried my best to get back to normal, but I couldn't get Slater out of my mind. Even Mom noticed something was up with me. Haven't seen any crazy headlines lately. No new adventures? Yeah, it's been kinda quiet, but I did make one stupid mistake, falling in love. Mom sat down beside me and then pulled me into an awkward hug. Sweetie, I know you've been affected by what your dad did, but don't close your heart off. Falling in love isn't stupid, and you'll find the right guy one day, and it'll be amazing. Trust me. Mom decided to take some time off work, and we planned a vacation together. But just as I was leaving for the airport, I heard a loud crash from the main hall, and saw Slater had pinned Travis to the ground. Slater? Travis? What are you both doing here? Bianca, my cream puff. I couldn't go on any longer without seeing you. I can't live like this. You really need to tighten security around here. Found him crawling through the dog door. As Slater handed over a screaming Travis to the guards, he turned to me. Why are you here, Slater? Same reason as Travis, actually. I really missed you. Wait, where are you going? Sorry, can't disclose the location. It's top secret, so whatever you want, make it fast. I got another mission. Okay, so what is it? I need you to fall in love with me and be my girl. Oh, well... That sounds like it's gonna be a very hard mission. I'm not afraid of challenging assignments. He pulled me in for a kiss, and then hit his forehead against mine. So you're naturally clumsy. Only when I'm in love. My thumbs flew over the controller at lightning speed as I battled my coworker Andy while everyone else cheered from the sides.
How did you get that level up? Where have you learned these moves?
From the deep dark corners of the internet, my friend, and I'm about to own your butt. With that, I unleashed my final secret move and blew up the enemy. You're a loser, I'm a winner, your mama's buying me chicken dinner. Suddenly, there was pin drop silence, and I turned around to face the Dragon Store Manager, aka Andy's mom.
You have 10 seconds to clear up this mess and get back to your jobs. Or you're on fire!
name's Ellie. I'm a computer expert, gamer, hacker, and overall top-notch geek. I led a very exciting life in the virtual realm, but in the real world, my life was pretty average. Until one day, everything changed. Yeah, we say that a lot around here, don't we? But before I continue, please like and subscribe. Ever since I was a kid, I was obsessed with computers. And by the time I was 12, I was writing code, developing software, and even doing some basic hacking. And I was addicted to video games. I thought I was cool. But that was not a popular opinion. By the time I reached high school, I was pretty much used to having a seat at the outcasts table. And things weren't much different at home. I was raised by my single mom, who was my polar opposite. She was a social butterfly who loved throwing lavish parties for her wealthy friends and was always trying to set me up with her sons. A nightmare. Mom, can I go to my room? I ate too many dumplings earlier. I don't feel so good.
You're not fooling me, Ellie. See that boy over there? He's single and very rich. Go talk to him.
That boy played football at my school, and he was surrounded by some popular girls. And I walked over. Hi, oh God, save yourselves. Then I threw up all over the boy and the head cheerleader. Of course, I was a laughing stock in school the next day, and I started hiding out in the library. One day, I was playing a game when I got an invite to a virtual treasure hunt with a huge cash prize. The disclaimer read, "Only super smart, hardcore gamers need apply." It was like someone was describing me. I breezed through each challenge, but when I got to the last level, the computer suddenly froze, and then it became lifeless. No! This was just the beginning of a series of unfortunate events. Soon after my 18th birthday, Mom suddenly fell really sick. The doctors ran a million tests and gave her expensive treatments, but nothing was working. And we had a ton of medical bills we couldn't pay because Mom's credit cards were all overdrawn.
We're poor and I'm sick. Find a rich man so you can have a good life.
How am I supposed to do that? Boys don't even notice me.
We're poor. Find a rich man. A rich man. Find my daughter. What did I say?
Daughter, find rich? My man?
Find a rich man.
And then my mom slipped into a coma. My life turned around 180 degrees. I had no idea when Mom would be okay. I was drowning in debt. My grades were suffering, and I felt so alone. But then one day, as I was leaving my work shift, a strange man came running to me and shoved a device in my hand, then fled the scene.
You've been selected for a top secret mission. This message will self-destruct in 30 seconds.
I read the details fast. I'd make a ton of money and work with computers and security systems all day. Was this for real? My life was at rock bottom anyway, so it was worth finding out. I accepted, and a second before the time ran out, I tossed the device into the air, and it exploded. What in the Mission Impossible? And the next day, I was whisked away in a private jet to a state-of-the-art facility with a dozen computer geeks. All day, we worked on hacking software, computer codes, and sophisticated simulations. We were given board and lodging, too. And for the first time, I was with people I had something in common with. A week later, I was busy working at my desk when this guy a few years older than me walked in, and I felt like the Matrix had glitched. Like I was Ellie in a parallel dimension where it was possible for Ellie to fall in love with a boy at first sight. And he was like a young Keanu Reeves, but with spectacles. So hot. I don't remember the part where I floated away from my seat, but suddenly I found myself standing in front of him.
Can I help you?
Maybe I can help you. I'm very helpful. Help me help you.
What?
Sorry, ow, I just poked myself in the eye. Let me introduce myself. Hi, I'm Ellie. It's short for Eleanor, or Elena, or Elaine. I extended my hand, and as he shook it, I screamed.
What? What happened?
Oh, it's not your fault. That was just a very firm handshake, and I have a very low threshold for pain. Like, really. I once fainted when an apple fell from a tree and hit my head. It wasn't even a hard apple. Like, it was rotten and squishy, but he walked away while I was still talking.
That's the head of the company, girl.
Oh my gigabytes. This demigod was my boss. His name was Liam Finch. He could solve any problem, crack any code, and he looked amazing while doing it. I had such a giant, stupid crush on him, and and I couldn't help recalling Mom's words about finding a rich man for a better life. Liam looked and smelled expensive. I had to get him to ask me out, and I turned to Ask Brain 2 for helpful tips. The next day, I turned up to work in a tight, short dress, and I'd made sure to apply plenty of tanning lotion to look like those gorgeous models I'd seen online. All eyes were on me, and I was sure to have the same effect on Liam.
Before we start this meeting, I have to ask Emmy, are you having a reaction to something?
Emmy, speak up, whoever you are. The boss is asking you something. Oh, wait, you meant me. It's Ellie. And, no, I'm good.
I think you should go to the bathroom. There's some anti-allergy medicine in the first aid kit there.
This wasn't the reaction I'd expected, but when I looked at myself in the mirror, I screamed. The tanning lotion had turned so orange, I looked like a radioactive carrot. The next day, I came to work wearing huge fake eyelashes, but those stupid things made my eyes feel heavy and I couldn't stop blinking. Later in the cafeteria, one of my coworkers came up to me as I waited in the lunch line, and he had some ketchup on his upper lip.
Hey, Ellie, I saw you in the meeting today.
Okay, I saw you too, buddy. But first, you got something right here. Out of nowhere, the guy pulled me close and planted a moist kiss on my lips. I pushed him away and punched him hard.
Ellie, what the heck? First you keep winking at me all through the meeting, and then you ask me to kiss you, and then you hit me?
Excuse me, what? He kicked up a huge fuss to Liam about being assaulted, and then he quit.
That was one of our best coders, and you've made him leave.
Well, he hit me first. He was hitting on me, and it was gross.
Are you sure? Why would anyone want to hit on you?
Why wouldn't anyone want to do that? But Liam just walked away without replying. A couple of days later, Liam threw a small farewell party for his secretary, Jessica. She was so annoyingly model-like, and I couldn't be happier to see her leave. Hey, Jessie, I'm really sad you're leaving. Want me to help you pack? I'm very helpful. Wait, isn't that a company paperweight? No, it's mine. I brought it from home. I'm pretty sure it belongs to the office. But hey, it's just a paperweight. Are you calling me a thief? Why don't I just take that from you? We won't mention this to anyone. Give it back to me, you witch! It's not yours, Jessie! You're robbing the boss blind! As we both pulled at the paperweight, I suddenly lost my balance and let go, and it went flying straight into Jessica's perfect fake nose.
Emmy, what's the matter with you? Do you think I care if my secretary takes a useless paperweight from the office?
I was just trying to do the right thing, sir.
The right thing would be to stop injuring my employees.
The next morning, I gave myself a pep talk in the staff room before work. Okay, the last few days have been bad, Ellie. But today's a new day to show everyone what a cool, brilliant chick you are. You got this, girl. Now show yourself some self-love. I kissed my reflection, but when I opened my eyes, I was horrified to see Liam standing behind me.
Can you please keep things professional and practice your make-out skills in private? Which, I might add, need a substantial amount of work. Jeez.
What? No, that's not what it was. Oh, God. This was almost as bad as the day Mom went into a coma. The next day, while I was busy coding, I couldn't help thinking about my make-out skills. I turned to my trusty advisor, Google, but when I opened up the first blank, some kind of virus popped up on everyone's screens. Your system is under attack and will be immediately destroyed. Goodbye. And then every screen went blank. There was a wave of shocked silence across the room.
Who the heck opened an insecure link?
I felt about as small as an ant. I am so sorry, Liam. It was a small error of judgment.
Small error? Your small error may have catastrophic consequences for our national security.
Sorry, what? I thought this was a private security company.
I recruited people I believed I could train to be the very best. Because every code we write and every firewall we construct has massive importance. But you've caused a major breach. And now I have to fix your mess. And I was clearly wrong about you. You don't belong here. Pack your things. You're going home tomorrow morning. And it's not Liam. It's Mr. Finch.
I felt like I'd been punched in the stomach. This place was the most at home I'd ever felt, and I'd really screwed things up. The next morning, I was going to the office to turn in my employee card, but I stopped short. The building had been sealed and was surrounded by police officers, and my coworkers were being arrested. I slipped away quickly, my heart racing. What the heck was going on? The only thing I could think of was finding Liam. If he hadn't been arrested already, too. I made my way to his place and rang the buzzer a few times, but no one answered. Then I overrode the code of the security lock, and the door clicked open. I'd just taken a few steps in when someone leapt at me and pushed me to the ground. And I found Liam on top of me with a chopstick.
Emmy, how did you get in? And why do you know where I live? It's a top secret location.
We sell that lock at the store where I worked at before, so I'm very familiar with the software. And I, hacked your smartwatch to track your whereabouts a few weeks ago. Just for fun, I swear. See, smartwatches aren't actually that smart. They should be kind of called dumb watches. Also, were you gonna poke my eye out with a chopstick?
Get up. Why are you even here?
Because I went to the office and everyone was getting arrested.
Well, it's all your fault.
What?
Since our security systems were down after you downloaded that virus, something invaluable was stolen from us last night. And now, we're all in big trouble. And I have... Unlikely. You've ruined everything. Just go home.
Look, Mr. Finch, this is ridiculous. There are plenty of problems in your security system that I've been studying for the past few weeks, and someone would have figured those out sooner or later anyway. So stop blaming me, and please tell me what's going on. Also, why is it so hard for a genius like you to remember that my name is Ellie? Liam looked surprised at my outburst, and just as he was about to speak, we heard cars screeching outside.
The police are here for me. I gotta go.
Whoa, wait. I'm coming with you. I can't survive jail or torture. I told you, I have a very low threshold for pain.
Oh God, just shut up.
Liam grabbed my hand and led me to the kitchen, where he opened a trap door in the floor and started climbing down, and I followed. Dark, narrow spaces. I hate dark, narrow spaces. I'll die if a mouse jumps on me. We ran through an underground passageway, climbed up another ladder and out of a gutter hole, and onto a main street several blocks away. Liam dashed towards a car and we jumped in, but just as we were driving off, several police cars came to a stop in front of us. Wow, we managed to escape for all of 2 minutes. Okay, Mr. Finch, Liam, whatever. If I never see you again, I just want to say that you're the most beautiful... Suddenly, Liam hit the pedal hard and started driving in reverse like a maniac. Oh my God, what are you doing? I'm too young to die. I've spent all my life behind computer screens. I haven't seen the world. I've never even been on a beach. You know what? I'll go to jail. You can drop me off anywhere convenient. Liam took a sharp turn into a street, avoiding a truck by half an inch. He turned the car around 180 degrees and started driving even faster. I saw 2 black cars hot on her tail.
Emmy, I need you to get a freaking grip and tell me the coordinates of the city's main bridge. We're gonna be jumping off of it. You can swim, right?
Of course I can't swim. I'm terrified of water. That's why I've never been to a beach. We're not jumping off any bridge, you psycho.
Can you please do what I'm saying and just trust me? There's a life jacket under the seat. Strap that on and find me the bridge. Now!
With shaking fingers, I located the bridge and fed the coordinates into the car's GPS.
Undo your seatbelt, and when I say go, open the car door. Your seat will automatically eject, and you'll land in the water. Don't panic. You're wearing a life vest, and I'll get to you quickly. You ready?
I've never been less ready for anything in my life.
Okay then, go!
Liam swerved the car off the bridge and into the air. My seat ejected immediately, and I landed head first into the water. Before I could panic completely, Liam swam over to me swiftly, grabbed me by the waist, and pulled me onto the shore. We ran down some docks where Liam found an unlocked car, and we sped away in it. I was too shocked to even speak anymore. Liam drove us out of the city to some abandoned warehouse, where we were let in by an elegant older woman.
Hello, Agent Skywalker. I was expecting you to be alone.
So was I. Agatha, trust me. This wasn't part of the plan.
All right, I've had enough. Can you tell me what's going on, Agent Skywalker? Liam finally told me that he was a CIA agent who had been assigned the task of recruiting a special security team to protect the government databases and national secrets.
But there's another CIA agent who has gone rogue, and yesterday, she broke into our facility and stole the key to a new weapon the government's developing. And she's framed me for the theft. Now everyone thinks I'm a traitor. Luckily, the key's heavily encrypted, but someone will break the code soon, and I have to get it back before they do. It's the only way to clear my name. That's why I couldn't let myself get arrested. And Agatha here's an old friend. She's the only one I can trust right now.
So, what's the next plan of action?
I have a fairly good idea where the rogue agent took that key. So I'm going there, and you will stay here.
Look, I can hardly believe I'm saying this after the horrible day I've had, but I think you should take me with you. I'm a really good coder and hacker, and I can help. I'm very helpful, actually. I just haven't had a chance to...
Okay then, let's go.
What, now? I thought you'd offer me some food first, and I wouldn't mind a nap.
Now!
Wait, Agent Skywalker, aren't you forgetting something?
What?
You know, the thing.
Agatha, I really don't have time for riddles, so just say it.
Okay, you're forgetting your lucky underwear from your Star Wars collection, the one you always wear before an important mission.
I looked at Liam's face and burst out laughing. Lucky underwear? Oh my god. Oh jeez, I think I peed my pants. Oops, I really did. Can I get some underwear too, please? According to Liam, the key was in a highly secure facility inside a toothpaste factory. The only way we could get in was to wear employee uniforms and hide in the back of one of the company trucks, taking some supplies inside. Dark, confined spaces. I hate dark, confined spaces.
Why don't you try distracting yourself?
Sure. Why don't you help me do that? Why was Agatha calling you Agent Skywalker? Because of your lucky underwear?
It's just one of my many names.
Is Liam your real name?
No,
So what is your real name?
I'm obviously not gonna tell you.
Okay then. Do you tell your girlfriends your real name?
Depends. I haven't dated in a while, especially after what happened with the last one.
Why? What happened?
None of your business.
Let me guess. She couldn't put up with your cold heart anymore? Or she found out you're lying about your identity and thought you're a cheater. Oh no, wait. I've got it. Some enemy of yours killed her. Liam went quiet and my heart suddenly sank. Oh my god.